Hello students, how are you? I hope you are all fine. I am going to teach you chapter 5 manufacturing industries. So be attentive children. Now in this chapter you will learn about what is manufacturing industry, factors that affect location of industries, industrial regions, distribution patterns of various industries in India and in the world, a comparative study of iron and steel, cotton, textile and IT industry with a global counterpart. Now what is manufacturing industry, children? Manufacturing is the process of converting raw material into finished goods. Now what do you mean by raw material, students? Raw material for an industry, we need raw material like minerals, metals, iron ore. From iron ore, iron is extracted. Then copper, aluminum. These are the raw materials. Economic growth and development largely depend on a country's ability to manufacture goods. So economic growth and development largely depend on a country's ability to manufacture goods. Those countries which manufacture more of the goods, they are mostly economically developed countries. USA, China, Germany, Japan, Korea are the world's leading industrial nations. Many natural resources, primary products cannot be utilized directly. So we have lot of natural resources, but we cannot utilize directly. They need to be further processed in such a way that they become utilities. These utilities are called secondary products. Secondary products have greater value. Now secondary products. Now from the iron ore, if we do not if we keep on extracting more and more iron and do not put them into use, then there is no utility of that material. So it has to be processed in such a way that they become utilities. These utilities are called secondary products. Secondary products have greater values. Secondary products mean the finished goods, like starting from the small needle to big machines and automobiles. These have greater values. The process of transforming primary products into secondary products to add to their value is called manufacturing. Any economic activity that is concerned with the production of goods by manufacturing and the provision of such services is referred to as industry. India has made considerable progress. Recently, the government has taken numerous steps and policy decisions to significantly enhance manufacturing growth rate and thereby employment also. Presently, within India, the share of manufacturing in its economy is 15%. It is planned to increase it to 25% by 2025 and increase employment by additional 90 million jobs. Now, India has made considerable progress. Recently, the government has taken numerous steps and policy decisions to significantly enhance manufacturing growth rate and thereby employment also. So, government has taken several steps and decisions so that the manufacturing rate of growth will increase and thereby employment also will be more and more. Presently, within India, the share of manufacturing in its economy is 15%. It is planned to increase it to 25% by 2025. So, the share of manufacturing is going to increase up to 25% by the end of 2025 and increase employment by additional 90 million jobs. So, it will not only increase manufacturing, but it will also create employment more and more, about 90 million jobs by 2025. Classification of industries. Now let us see how the industries are classified. Industries have been classified in different categories by the National Industrial Classification. A general classification can be made on the basis of various criteria. On the basis of raw material used, agro-based industries such as cotton, textile, jute, rubber, and sugar industry that derive their raw material from agriculture. So agro-based industries, they need the raw materials like cotton, jute, rubber, sugar cane for sugar industry, and these materials they derive from agriculture. Mineral based industry that use mineral ores as the raw materials. Iron is used as a raw material for manufacturing heavy industries. Forest, what are heavy industries, children? I told you the big machines, automobiles, cars. Forest based industry use forest products produced to manufacture paper, furniture, and buildings. So, from the forest, the major raw material is wood. So, wood is used for the manufacturing paper, furniture, and buildings. Animal based industries use products like hide, skin, hair, and other part of animals. Leather industry is an important animal based industry. So, from the animal hide or skin, different materials like bags, shoes are made. So these are animal based industries. On the basis of the amount of labor, capital invested, and volume of production. So in the classification, industries can be classified also on the basis of amount of labor, capital invested, and volume of production. Large scale industries are the ones that employ thousands of laborers and use heavy machinery, for example, iron and steel, cement, and petrochemicals. Small scale industries employ less number of laborers and less amount of capital, for example, units which make sewing machines, fans, and cycles. So, industries can be classified on the basis of labor, capital investment, and volume of productions. Cottage and village industries are traditional. Traditional means it has been used since from the beginning of the civilized man. Most of the manufacturing is done in small workshops or at home to make brassware. Generally, in cottage and village industries, the materials are mostly manufactured by hand. In the small workshops or at home to make brassware, wood carvings, pottery, carpets, and leather goods. The handloom section of the textile industry employs a large number of laborers. So, power loom is the machine. It is a large scale industries, and handloom is a small scale industries. The cloth is manufactured by hand in the handlooms. On the basis of ownership status in present days keep changing, but broadly the categories are public sector, private sector, joint sector, cooperative sector. Now, what is public sector industries? They are owned and operated by the government and its agencies such as Steel Authority of India Limited and Heavy Electricals Limited. Private sector industries are owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals like Airtel, Tata, and Reliance Industries, while private limited companies are financed by individuals. Public limited companies are financed by shares owned by the public. So, private sector industries are owned by and operated by individuals, and public sector industries are owned and operated by the government and its agencies. Joint sector industries are owned jointly by the state and individuals. By the state and individuals, Indian and foreign persons or a group of individuals like Maruti Udyog Limited, which is a joint venture of the Government of India, and the Suzuki Company of Japan. So this is joint sector industry. They are owned jointly by state and individuals. Indian and foreign persons of a group or a group of individuals like Maruti Udyog. It is a joint venture of the Government of India and the Suzuki Company of Japan. Cooperative sector industries are owned by and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw material, workers, or both. They pool in resource and share the profit proportionally, like Amul dairy products. So this is Amul. You're all familiar with Amul. In every home we use Amul. On the basis, so it is a cooperative sector industry. On the basis of nature of the finished products, basic industries are those whose finished products are used as raw material for other industries like iron and steel industry. Besides making steel, it provides material for other manufacturing industries to produce goods such as machines and automobiles. Petrochemical industries are use petroleum to produce other products like lubricants, diesel, petrol, and kerosene. Consumer industries produce goods that are directly used by the consumers like sugar, paper, fans, bicycles, and toothpaste. Factors affecting the location of industries. Now let's read what factors affect the location of industry. Regions that have conditions favorable for the establishment and growth of industries develop into large industrial areas. Some important factors that influence the location of most industries are availability of raw material. So industries should be established in such places where there is easy availability of raw materials, availability of skilled and unskilled labor, and suitable managerial staff, an uninterrupted power supply at reasonable cost, and suitable infrastructure including good communication network. Easy access to market. Market should be near where the finished good could be sold easily, and the availability of skilled and unskilled labor. What is skilled labor, children? Those who are professionals, those who have full knowledge about the manufacture. And unskilled laborers, those who are workers, and suitable managerial staffs, those who can manage. Easy access to market, uninterrupted power supply at reasonable cost. Power, it's the most important thing for running an industry. So uninterrupted means there should not be any power cut off, and it should be of reasonable cost, and suitable infrastructure including good communication network. Roads, railways should be nearby. Location of a good road head or seaport is necessary for all industries. They need to be supported by a good transport network. Perishable and fragile goods in particular require transportation without delay or damage. So there has to be good transportation system for transporting these materials to different nearby places. Availability of capital investment for purchase of machines, power, labor, paying for transport and raw material. What do you mean by capital investment? Money should be available for purchase of machines, power, labor, paying for transport and raw material. So everything should be paid by money. Suitable government policies and political consideration also play an important role in the location of industries. So government should provide the suitable government policies, and political consideration also play an important role. So the government, it has to be accurate with the government policies and political consideration also. The leaders, they should also agree for it. Most governments need to provide certain incentives in the form of infrastructure facilities like industrial sheds and subsidies on transport, water and electricity, so that industrialists establish industries in a certain region. Most governments need to provide certain incentives in the form of so government has also need to provide some incentives, some sort of help for the infrastructure or the building of the industries and the industrial sheds. like industrial sets and subsidies. Subsidies means some concessions on transport, water and electricity, so that industrialists establish industries in certain regions. Besides the above mentioned factors, suitable climate and terrain, a good drainage with availability of water for cooling machines, and disposal of waste are other factors that influence the location of industries. Service-oriented industries like accounts and finance, IT, public relations and advertising tend to locate near large cities. So, suitable climate, the industries located in such places should have suitable climate and terrain. Terrain means land, a good drainage with availability of water. Water should be available easily for cooling machines, and disposal of waste are other factors. And the factories also dispose a large amount of waste, and this has to be drained into proper forms. And the location, it all indicates the location of industries in such places. Service oriented industries like accounts and finance, and there should be also some service related to accounts and finance, IT, public relations and advertising tends to locate near large cities. So it has to cope up with all these facilities. Industrial regions. Major industrial regions develop when several industries which are related to each other and are interdependent for products and other byproducts come up in close proximity. They cluster together to take advantage of the availability of raw material, labor and market. Now these industrial regions, when several other industrial regions develop when several industries which are related to each other and are interdependent on for products and other byproducts come up. For example, steel, iron and steel industries. It has to be related with other industries like automobile industries in order to provide the raw material to automobile industries. So there has to be iron and steel industries in contact. They have to be clustered together to take advantage of the availability of raw material, labor and market. Major industrial regions of the world. Now eastern part of North America, it is one of the major industrial region of the world. Western and Central Europe, UK, France, Germany, Italy and Sweden. Eastern Europe, Russia and Ukraine. Eastern Asia including Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, China and India. Major industrial pockets exist in the west coast of USA, eastern South America, South Africa and Southeast Australia. These are the major industrial regions of the world. You can also locate them in the maps, the map given here. In your from your atlas you can locate them. 8 industrial belts in India: Mumbai Pune region, Thane to Pune including adjoining districts of Nasik and Solapur, Hooghly region, Bansbaria in the north to Birla Nagar in the south, Bengaluru Tamil Nadu region, Bengaluru to all parts of Tamil Nadu except Villupuram, Gujarat region, Ahmedabad and Vadodara in the south to Jamnagar in the west, Chota Nagpur region, Jharkhand, Odisha and extending over western part of West Bengal, Visakhapatnam Guntur region, district of Visakhapatnam to Kurnool and Prakasam districts, Delhi, Gurgaon, Meerut region, Delhi, Gurgaon, Faridabad and extending over Agra, Mathura, Ghaziabad, Modinagar, Meerut, Sonipat, Panipat and Ambala, Kollam, Thiruvananthapuram region, Alappuzha, Ernakulam, Alavai, Kollam and Thiruvananthapuram districts. These are the 8 industrial belts in India. Major industries are iron and steel. The iron and steel industry is a basic of or a key industry that produces steel. which is used as raw material in many other industries like the machines and machine tools, shipbuilding, and automobiles. The development of the steel industry is therefore a measure for the level of development of a country. So, if the country has to develop, then its iron and steel industry has to develop. Apart from iron and iron ore, the industry uses limestone, manganese. About 90% of the world's iron ore that is extracted is made into steel. From ore to steel, there are three major stages of production like smelting in blast furnace or electric furnace, further purification in the steel furnace, and then shaping in rolling mills before making steel. So many, it has to be processed so much in order to make steel. Molten iron is poured into containers to make pig iron. Pig iron is hard and brittle, so it is not the purest form of iron, children. Pig iron. Some carbon is mixed with pure iron to make steel. Steel can be drawn into sheets, tubes, and wires. World producers. So where steel is produced, China is the biggest producer of steel, followed by USA, Japan, India, Russia and Germany, South Korea, Brazil, Mexico, Canada and UK, and are the other major producers of steel. Indian industry major steel plants are in Kulti and Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Bokaro, Durgapur, Bhilai, Raurkela, Bhadravati, Salem, Vijayanagar and Visakhapatnam. Now we'll come to textile industry. Textile industry started as a cottage industry, but today it is one of the important industries employing the largest number of workers. So textile means cloth. It was previously it has been woven by hand. Threads were woven by hand and to yarns, and then they were spun to cloths. Then today it is one of the major important industry employing the largest number of workers. Spinning mills were earlier located near sea coast to facilitate import and provide to a humid climate, which is needed for spinning the thread lest it breaks. So thread spinning mills were located near sea coast to facilitate import and provide. Import means it can be imported easily, and you know what is import means, those materials which we need we have to import, which we send to other countries, that is called export. And the spinning mills were provided a humid climate. So climate should be humid, which is wet climate, which is needed for spinning the thread lest it will break. Today, however, with a good transport network and better machines like humidifiers, this is not a limiting factor. You know, children, Mahatma Gandhi, he always sat near a spinning wheel. What he used to do? He used to spin the thread in the charkha. We can identify Gandhi's charkha very easily. World produces raw wool comes mostly from Australia, New Zealand, Argentina and South Africa. Silk textiles are best produced in China, Japan, Korea, India, USA, France, Malaysia and Sri Lanka. India and Bangladesh lead the production of jute as they are major producers of this raw material. Indian industries, although cotton textiles centers are found all over the country. Mumbai in Maharashtra and Ahmedabad in Gujarat are well known. Ahmedabad is called the Manchester of India. The industry has spread to Surat because of a large market. What do you mean by Manchester of India? Manchester is a place in the United Kingdom where there is textile industries. Where there are more and more textile industries. So in our country also, we have more and more textile industry in Ahmedabad and Gujarat. That is why it is called Manchester of India. Industry has spread to Surat because of a large market. Now Surat also, in Surat also the textile industries are located more and more. Now coming to chemical industries. The chemical industry produces chemicals needed in agriculture, metallurgy, and manufacture of glass, leather, textile, sugar, and medicines. They are used in manufacture of plastics, synthetic fiber, explosives, detergents, fertilizers, pesticides, and a variety of other substances. World producers, the industry is well developed in USA, Germany, Britain, Japan, China, and India. Indian industries, the chemical industry is centered near metropolitan cities such as Delhi, Bengaluru, Mumbai, and Kolkata. Engineering industry, engineering industry uses steel to make the industrial and agricultural equipments, electrical goods, textile machines, computers, turbines, and transformers, transport equipments like cars, buses, trucks, and railway coaches also fall under these industries. World distribution in the world, it is located in Japan, Russia, Germany, USA are the leading producers. In India, engineering industries have come up in Bhopal, Bengaluru, Pinjore, and Haridwar. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited and Hindustan Machine Tools Limited are some engineering undertakings of our country. A comparative study of industries. So let us stop here. We'll continue in the next class, children.